Starting. All right, and we're live. So,
Yeah.
how you guys doing? It's the Blue King and my Leon. Unfortunately, Assassin couldn't join us today, but you know, show must go on, as they must say. So
Mm-hmm.
let's continue. As the title says, we're going to be talking about the anime Arcana from. I don't even know how to pronounce this. Uh,
Arcana Familia.
it's, it's it's not even spelled like that. It's something. It's
No,
yeah. It's not even. Are you
what?
sure?
Yes, because they say it in the anime. That's how they pronounce it. It's
Yeah,
Arcana Familia.
yeah, but it's not even spelled like familiar. That's the problem.
See, in the anime, in the dub, they pronounce it Famiglia, which gets to me. It's an Italian word. You say familia, like family, familia.
Okay, yeah, but yeah, yeah, whatever. Uh, but you're not even Italian, so I don't even know why you're being sped. You're acting like a Italian weeb, but
No,
whatever.
no.
Whatever. So yeah, what we're gonna be talking about this anime. So to start off, Leo, since you watched it, do you know? Tell them a bit about the plot.
Yeah, so basically, what Arcana Familia is all around, it's basically this, let's say, a group or organization. This organization basically uses
They're basically the
Arcana
mob.
powers.
The
Yeah,
mob.
basically that. Yeah, like they use Arcana powers. Those Arcana powers are represented by deck cards, basically the Joker and
Yeah.
stuff.
Tarot
Um,
cards.
And what they do, this organization protects an island, and basically is they're basically the cops, protecting and helping everybody. And it's basically the stories are revolving around um, two kids and
Three.
a girl,
So
three kids,
what?
two males and one female.
Said two kids and a girl. How does that make sense? Do
My
males
bad, my
not
bad.
count? Do females not count as kids?
Uh,
But anyway, basically, if you ever watch, it's sort of like if you can compare it to what was that? And with the mob, I forgot. With that kid,
which one? Reborn?
yeah, Hitman Reborn. It's like
Yeah,
kind of that kind of system, as well as tarot cards. If you know what tarot cards are, they're like basically cards based off like I think someone's journey through life, like the fool's journey and things like that. So
yeah.
it actually goes from 0 to 13, and it's actually pretty interesting. Mostly heard about it like playing games like Persona and stuff like that. They have those type of themes in it,
Mhm.
and it's really interesting. If you ever get a chance to like look at either Persona, Hitman Reborn, or this anime, like you'll kind of learn a lot and see different types of cards and things like that. Um, so why don't we move on to characters and things like that? For me, my favorite character, probably Nova, which is he identifies with the number 13 Death, which should be an OP card, but no, it's anime, so even Death isn't OP for some reason.
True, true. Rip.
So
Mine would be it's always the reckless guy in the story. It
yeah,
gotta be
yeah, yeah,
Liberta.
yeah. We all know you like the Naruto type of character, so it's obviously gonna be that blonde haired dude. I forgot his name,
Come on,
Libertaria or something like that,
Liberta.
or whatever.
Like if I
Liberta.
wasn't to go with Liberta, I would definitely go with the who was it? The guy that eats a lot. What's his name? Let me try and remember. I got this. I
Dang,
got this.
your mic is really messing up right now.
There it is.
Yeah,
Ooh.
uh, yeah, but uh, yeah, it's pretty interesting. Like the whole plot revolves around this, like it's basically a tournament anime. It's basically honestly, this thing has to do with incest, like high key
Taste.
incest, because there's a lot of people in the family that are related, but they're all fighting to have the main character's hand in marriage, because the main character's father said that they will get the title of boss and his daughter's hand in marriage if they win the tournament. So the female character doesn't like that, so she's in the tournament and she's fighting with her cousin Nova, who's also participating in the tournament. So if he wins, that means that he was gonna marry his cousin, which is incest.
Yeah,
Uh,
disgusting.
Liberto, whatever, he's not part of the family. He was just found on. He was
Actually,
found on a
that's kind
boat.
of false. That's kind of false. There's a theory around
No,
Liberta.
yeah, there's a theory that everyone in the family who has a power is related in some way,
Yeah,
but it's just a theory. It's not confirmed.
that's a theory. Yeah, but
Not
still,
confirmed.
there's a possibility. You never know.
Yeah, but the Joker card is always special in type of anime, so he can just be an exception. There's always an exception to the rule. And the Joker card is like this special card, and even in tarot cards, so he's always a wild card basically. So you never know. But even
Hmm.
so, yeah, it's kind of weird. Obviously, both the two guys like the girl. No surprise there. So even
Hmm.
more reinforcement on incest, but the overall, it's pretty good. Like I can't lie.
It has like the whole anime is like 12 episodes that revolve around like 2 months or 3 months in total. A lot of stuff go around those 2 3 months, like a lot of character development, story plots, things that go on with the main characters, the side characters. It's a funny and nice show in my opinion. I really liked it. I watched it like 2 days ago, 3 days
Yeah,
ago. I fell in
yeah.
love with it.
I watched it like years ago actually. Leo's
Damn.
late with the anime. I don't
I
know
found it
why
on
he's just
YouTube.
watching this. A lot of people might watch it already, but if you haven't, definitely something you should watch. It's a good. Well, how many episodes are in it?
There are 12 episodes.
Yeah, so it's 12 episodes. Actually, based off a visual novel, and
Hmm.
they have a visual novel, and then they have a game for the PSP, which released in
Oh,
2011.
that's cool. That's
So
really cool.
it's pretty good if you're into that type of stuff. Um, overall, my impression of the anime is nothing special, nothing that really stands out. It's just a standard tournament type anime. Uh, it's they got the people who are an organization, the boss. Kind of reminds me of Hitman Reborn. Got tarot cards, which I like. It's really what got me interested in it in the first place. The ending was kind of, uh, my opinion, was kind of trash. I don't really like how animes end like that, but I'm not gonna spoil anything. So you
Okay.
guys would have to watch it for yourself. But yeah, it's not in my top 10 list, but it's a pretty decent anime to watch, and I would suggest that you guys watch it. Uh, but in my opinion, uh, I don't really see this anime as something that you'd be like, yo, hype it up, like, yo, this is the greatest anime ever to exist. Like, nah, this is just something that you might just watch. You're looking for something to watch. You guys just pull up. You see in your queue, 12 episodes. Which another thing I don't like about anime. I'm like trying to look for like, come from me. I watch Naruto, watch Dragon Ball
Yeah,
Z, watch even Gundam series, or watching
that's
Boku
cool.
no Hero, like these. I don't like the new, as when they, especially when they're based off visual novels or like light novels. They're usually a 12 episode format, which I don't like in anime because it's just like I'm trying to get into something and there's only 12 episodes. It's really annoying, especially when you can watch them right after each other. Like it's not an ongoing anime, so you're watching it right after each other. So in 12 episodes, is nothing flat. You can take that down a day.
Okay. Well, let's try something just for this podcast, okay, Sasuke?
It depends
So,
what it is.
all right. Okay. So this is So you said you like Nova as the character, the Arcana power that he has, and everything.
Yes.
All right. And I said that I like Liberta for his personality and what he got to offer as a character in the story. If we
Yeah.
place those two in a one versus one situation, who do you think would win at the end?
Um, I don't know. It's probably uh It's probably just him. No, Nova would probably win because Roberto looks like is actually kind of a dumbass.
Let's say they had a lot of training. They got to hone their Arcana powers a little bit better. Um, they got into a serious argument of life and death, and now they're fighting. Who do you think would win in this 1v1 situation?
Nova, because
Nova?
like I said, Liberto's a dumbass. Like all those
Nah, nah.
character types, yes, all those character types. He's impulsive. He's not a main character, so he doesn't have plot armor bullcrap.
Alright.
He can't even control his powers that well.
I said
Uh,
they got training honing their kind of powers.
yeah, training doesn't even. He's Jane. Regardless, he still has a disadvantage because even if they start training now, Nova already has his powers under lock. Like he knows better, so he's already starting at a higher
Okay, I see where you're coming
advantage.
from.
So even if he's training, no matter what, Nova will still be ahead of him. Another thing, Nova's power is death. Like it's death. That's also like that's
It's
really a
actually putting
powerful
people
thing.
to sleep.
That's
It's
exactly.
referred to as death, but it's
Yeah.
actually basically putting people to sleep.
Yeah. So that's still like he literally put his parents deep into eternal sleep. Like there's no coming back from them. That's basically death.
I mean,
But
he can bring them back if he has the same emotions or greater emotions from when he put them to sleep.
yeah, but that's if he chooses to or not.
True,
If he
true.
didn't want to bring Liberto back, he could just put him to sleep for good, or put him to sleep and just kill him like right out. So pretty much that's all he has to do.
That's like a really powerful arcana power. Like, just put anybody to sleep and then just murder the hell out of them.
Yeah, I mean Liberto can make anything he says happens, but that's
Uh
if he
huh.
gets. It's basically if no one could just put him to sleep right after before he does that, and he's done. It's like it's not really a
Okay.
fight.
Let me put this in my perspective of view of who's gonna win. I say Liberta's gonna win.
Of course, you're gonna
Now,
say that because you like
now
him better.
let me back this up. Not it's not only because I like him better, because I actually thought about this, and now you what you said helped my thought uh become clearer in my mind. Basically, what I think would happen is Liberta would win against Nova. So the moment the battle begins, Liberta has the ability of whatever he says gets an action. So basically, seal Nova's Arcana power for a few minutes, or seal his mouth in order for Nova not being able to activate his Arcana power. The moment that happens, Nova is out of Arcana abilities, so he has to rely on his melee abilities. And since that, freaking Liberta can also, like I said, say what he wants to do, and it's gonna get in action. So basically, Flame Nova, he's dead, he's burned. Basically, if Liberta puts Nova into a mode that he's not able to activate his Arcana power, Liberta wins.
Yeah, but if you say you like his personality, but you're not matching it up with what he was doing, first of all,
Well, okay, let me
Liberto.
back this up. In the last few episodes, Liberta started character developing into becoming a more mature person and more understanding of the situations that he's getting in. Meaning that a few years later, he's gonna become really mature and understandable in a few situations, in a lot of situations. So I think he got a pretty good chance against Nova.
Yeah, but I doubt it. His character type wouldn't allow. If he changed if he became more mature, you wouldn't be the same character in the first place. You'd be a different. He'd be a totally different character. He's a type of person.
Okay.
He's in that Naruto archetype where they jump head first in without thinking. He's impulsive. Nova, if they started a match, Nova would win because it doesn't matter if he says anything. Nova can just put him to sleep right from the bat. Like as soon as the match start, he can sleep. Nova doesn't even have to say anything, and he goes to sleep. Whereas Liberta actually has to say something. And then another thing, Liberta doesn't seem the character to even put his opponent as a handicap in the first place. He probably feels like he wants to find equal footing, so you probably attack right away. Whereas Nova is more the character is like he'll do anything to get the job done. So Liberta would probably try to fight him head on, whereas Nova would just put him to sleep
I
or
mean, everybody needs to
or that.
speak their kind of power before activating it.
Yeah, but it's just like, why would Liberta is not the type of character to just be that type of.
A fighter.
You try to fight him head on. You wouldn't try to just give his opponent disadvantages. Like I said, he's a type classic shonen
Well,
main
I don't think
protagonist.
Nova's gonna be that sneaky at the
I
start, just
mean,
putting
he
him to sleep.
would
But
be.
he would put a fight.
I'm pretty sure if it came down to it, Noah would probably do that because he's a type of he would fall into the character type of uh I'd say the rival or type of Sasuke
Yeah,
Killua
Sasuke.
type person. Whereas Liberty is a Gong type Naruto, which are these guys are always talking about let's fight fair, let's fight with a full power, things like that. He probably if someone really wanted to kill the dude, just like fight dirty or something like that, they would literally get wrecked because
Hmm.
even his favorite character, he loves masked heroes and all that type of stuff. So that's like he has a code of honor, which really like if you really think about it, code of honor could really get you messed up in a fight. And if they were fighting to the death,
True.
yeah, he wouldn't like I wouldn't take no chance, especially if I was Nova. I wouldn't take no chances. Nova is actually a calculating type of person, so he would probably just kill him right off the bat because it's not even like trying to fight or anything. They're trying to kill each other, so it's not even anything. But since Liberta honestly has a code of honor, especially he comes from he likes to consider himself as a seaman. That's a big pause, but he likes to like with a code of honor. All three of the things he likes, he's a Naruto type of character. He likes he's a seaman, which have a code of honor among the seas, and he likes masked heroes, which is another code of honor. All three of those things would basically be his undoing in the battle.
Okay.
So honestly, his character type would not permit him to win unless it's by brute strength. That's pretty much it.
All right.
And he's not a main character, so he doesn't have that type of oh
Well,
crap.
the main character is actually um quote unquote the princess. I forgot her name. What was
Her
it again?
name's Felicia.
Felicia. Yeah,
Yeah,
Phil.
it's whatever. She
Um,
just she's fighting to for her empowerment basically.
I mean, she
Uh,
has powers, which is kind of insane,
yeah.
and in a
Mm-mm-mm.
level.
Yeah. The ending was kind of trash.
Yeah,
Obviously.
I didn't really like the ending.
But yeah. But whatever. Just like in all anime. Pretty much. That's it.
I mean,
Uh.
alright, like about the ending. Who do you think should Felicita be with
Uh.
at the end?
Uh.
Like somebody from
Yes.
the Familia or somebody outside the I think
I
Familia.
could care less about her relationships. It's like
Ooh,
why would I want to make it a whole plot point? I get it because she's a main character and it makes sense for the plot point. But
yeah.
if anyone else was the main character fighting for someone's hand in marriage, that's seems stupid. And I honestly don't care about her relationships. Like she can marry whoever she wants. I
Okay.
don't really care.
Well, I would like of her to try not to get along with not get along get with either Alberta or Nova, like somebody outside the Familia, because I don't feel like it's right to be with either one of those two or somebody older from her at the Familia, like somebody outside her age, really.
It doesn't really matter anyway. They're all the same. The three are the same age, and the only thing is that it's incest basically. But that's pretty much it.
True, true.
And I
They're
don't
like 13 as
care.
well.
Yeah. But anyway, she was already engaged anyway, but that got broken
True,
off.
Nova. No, wait, actually, she never was actually engaged. Nova never proposed.
They were engaged. It was an agreement they had, but he broke it off. You don't have to propose to be engaged. You can be engaged because if they're a mob
Ooh,
family stuff like that, you get engaged based on an agreement stuff like that. You don't have to propose.
okay.
So
Okay.
they were engaged, but he broke it off for reasons I will not disclose. You would have to watch the anime to watch it. But it's pretty much that's it. Pretty much I think that's all we're gonna talk about today. Cause like I
It's
said, it's only
really not a
12
long
episodes.
anime.
It's only 12 episodes. There's not really much to dive into.
Yeah.
Like I said, it's classic. I would say classic shonen, except that it's not shonen because there's a female protagonist. But even then, she just has her ability. Honestly, compared to others, is trash. But she's the main character, so they
No, it's actually
overhype it.
not trash.
It's
It's
trash.
very useful. It's very useful. Come on.
It's trash.
It's useful, but not really good at battle.
It's trash. But whatever, she has main character bullcrap. That's why. That's
Man,
much with it.
come on. It's a useful Arcana. She has two useful Arcana powers. It's just not really useful during a battle.
Oh gosh, it makes you
I
so.
mean, if you use her first Arcana power in a battle, if she gets into somebody's heart and maybe see their memories of a few
Yeah,
earlier seconds
talk
ago.
no jutsu build crap. Nah, that's useless. Okay, we don't want that crap. The other power is more useful, but it's still trash. Uh,
Well, I
so
think it's useful, so I don't know.
it's
I
still
don't care.
trash.
I don't care about your opinion, boy.
Who cares? It's still trash.
You're trash.
Anyway, if you really want to see tarot cards being used properly, you need to play Persona, all of them. But
Oof.
my favorite is 3 and 5. 5 definitely like blew 3 out the water in terms of just style and just gameplay of the world and things like that. Just ending like three's ending, I felt kind of ripped off. But I mean the whole I mean it was expected because the whole concept of the game was revolving around death, so it makes sense that the main character did that, which kind of got me upset. But whatever, it was whatever. It had a sequel. No, it had a second part to it too, explaining more of why the
Okay.
main character chose to do what they did because they have a male and female main character now because they made the extra edition and all that stuff. So Persona is really something that I would urge you guys to play, even to watch. But I heard that Persona 5, the animation is kind of trash. Like, how's the animation look worse than the actual game animation? I don't understand. Like the cinematic universe of it is kind of
I don't
trash
know.
compared to the game. So
Just
I don't know. I haven't watched it myself because I played the game. So why would I watch the anime? But all I think 3 and 5 both have anime. I think 4 has one too. So if you don't want to play the game or you just can't get your hands on it, definitely watch the animations. Also working on releasing another gameplay video. Shinobi Striker I already dropped the first one. But this one's more
yep.
gameplay oriented. I did like about 3 matches in it. Two capture the areas, and then another two. Actually, I did 4. I think yeah, I did 4. Two capture the areas, and then two deathmatch. I don't want to say anything, but I got my butt handed in one of them.
Oof.
So y'all should catch that. But the gameplay mechanic, I don't like how it's locked on, but I'll explain that more in the video as you would
Yeah,
see.
you just sent the trash. Shut up.
Shut up! You can't even play the game. You don't even have a console. So I don't want to say that. We might be doing more gameplay videos. I'm gonna try to get Leo to play some.
Yep.
I have a streaming platform called Parsec where I can use that for Leo to help play some games because Leo doesn't have a gaming PC or anything like that, so we can play some.
Yeah.
Give
Yep.
me some games that PC games that are multiplayer that you guys might want us to look into.
Okay.
Might record some gameplay. We tried doing one, but unfortunately that game had recording protection, so we
Issue.
can't record it.
Yeah.
So yeah, but other than that, Leo, you got anything else to say?
Yeah. I just wanna thank everybody that is watching currently the podcast live, or even if it's not live, and take the time to get over here and watch the video. Well,
Well, Leo goes deal with that. Yeah, just what you were saying. Thanks. Definitely. Oh, and I can't even like begin. Like, if you guys watch My Hero, I know we already talked about it, but if you guys watch My Hero Academia, there's a new episode out. Definitely watch that. And we'll be back. I'm gonna be dropping gameplay videos through the week. I'm not gonna be here for the next podcast since I'm gonna be going home for the week. But these guys should have it covered. Assassin and Leo. But I'll be trying to drop at least one more video before I go down. I'm actually leaving on Sunday, so I won't be able to interact with that stuff. But just leave comments and whatever you want to see us do, really. And with that, I'll leave you guys to enjoy the rest of your day. All right. Thanks for stopping by.